The aim of this section is to improve reading of waves and sets, to improve your positioning so you can catch better waves more frequently. When checking the surf from the shore or lookout point, it's good to mind surf a few waves. Mind surfing gives you an idea of the lineup and also how the waves are breaking. Pick a wave out and imagine yourself surfing it, looking at the sections and choosing a turn to do. With point breaks and peeling sandbars, look for corners of the break to take off from. Corners are bends in the reef or sand where the wave slows up and stands up higher, making it easier to take off. In particular, looking for the best section of the wave. A corner or takeoff spot is a bend in the bank which is shallower and that also has deeper water next to it. This combination makes the wave peak up. Look for patterns in the sets. Some sets might break on different parts of the point or sandbar. And which wave in the set is the best? Bigger sets might have a different takeoff spot, or there might be certain angled sets that are the best. Generally, the second wave is the cleanest and best of the set, but it can differ. Look how takeoff spots can differ with each wave, depending on the angle of the wave, size, and how settled the surface is. With beach breaks, it's important to also look at rips, double-ups, sandbanks and side wedges. Side wedges and backwash can make a big difference to the size and shape of the wave. With a side wedge, you need to either side wash and the swell line to get your timing correct so you can catch the wave. Importantly, time it so you take off behind the peak with the side wedge. This way you backdoor the main part of the wedge. So you are in fact watching two waves come together. This means you need to look at two waves as you line up to catch the wave. Extend the distance that you spot sets. Use headlands or rocks as set indicators. As well as looking out to sea, it's important to look sideways towards the channel to watch how the swell line is bending on the bottom contours of the seabed. For example, is there enough of the swell line walling up in the channel to allow for some good wave face to surf? How the wall looks in the channel determines the type of wave ahead. The two bumps you can see here on the swell line double up and turn into a good section on the wave. Also, a good way of deciding whether the approaching swell line is going to be a good wave is to look ahead to where the wave will break later, to see if it's a nice smooth and flat surface. This indicates that the wave can draw water off the seabed, which generally means a steeper wave. Or maybe the swell line has no wall, and the ride will end up short, with no potential on the wave to do turns. Or there might be too much of the swell line starting to wall up, hence it might be too fast or close out. So when a set is approaching, look towards the channel at the swell line to see how it is tapering, as well as looking out to sea. All this is done very quickly, and you also have to be paddling and manoeuvring into position to catch the wave. And also looking inside of you for other surfers in the lineup, so that you don't drop in on anyone. Look laterally towards the channel, so you can observe the swell line. This will hopefully result in you getting the best wave in the set and less closeouts and short rides.